What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Right off the bat, I want to give a big shout out to Meathead Munchies for these white boy rolling papers. And he gave some stickers. And so, homeboy, you have some stickers coming as well. I mean, I never even heard of white boy rolling papers. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. Shout out to you, Meathead Munchies. Also, shout out to Fidalgo Coffee. They shot me another bag of this Wired Wolf. You know the product is fire when they don't even want to dress it up and you kind of pretty wrapping. Nope, throw it in a white bag, get it out there, they'll love it. And it is. This Wired Wolf is straight fire. And they also shot this too. Cool. I don't even want to open this, man. It's like dinner mints. So, and shout out to Kimmy for this Paranoid shirt. Good looking out to all you guys. Now, with the most love and respect, this Paranoid shirt, you know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of the Ghetto Boys lyric, where he says, paranoid, sitting in a deep sweat, thinking, I gotta get someone before the weekends. Wait a minute, Willie D. You're paranoid, you wanna go get somebody? I figured a paranoid person would be hiding, like laying under the covers. No, not always. Not if you get someone who's proactive, and they have the mentality, I wanna get you before you get me. A paranoid person is a very dangerous person. It's the lowrider from Bakersfield. He was in the hole with D6. He thought he was in trouble. He thought he was in the hat. Started getting paranoid. Went out to group yard, grabbed someone who was another race, cut him, and was holding their body like this, so that when the gunner tried to shoot, he was using the body as a shield. All because he got paranoid, got in his head, thought he was in trouble. I don't even know if he was or not. Be that as it may. Yeah, paranoia will destroy you. So let's get on with this video. Funny how you have a little conversation with somebody, they can mention something, and it can just have so much effect further on down the road. For instance, when I'm in Mesa Verde, CCF. That's where I met the homeboy Ironwood. Him and I became real good friends and kicked it several times over the years in prison, no, not prison, county jail, and on the streets. Shout out to his brother Aaron, who's doing freaking fabulous right now. Proud of you, homeboy. I mean, he's one of the homeboys I've seen him doing bad. Chat marks up both sides of the neck. Now he's started killing it. Staying in the gym. He's swole. I think he's even getting ready to do some competition. So, Aaron, homeboy, nothing but the most love and respect for you, brother, and how far you've come. I love to see homeboys kick the dope life and then do something more productive. So, met Ironwood. We're Mesa Verde, and we're talking. He's telling me about Oxycontins. About a little yellow pill. Because if you ever get one, dude, straight fire. You put it in your mouth. You suck on it, you get the yellow stuff off, and you have your pill, and you snort it, do whatever you want with it. See, that does happen when you're in prison. You talk to the homeboys, you start learning what little hustles they have, what were they doing when they're on the streets, you really do go to prison to come out a smarter criminal. You learn different licks and how to do shit like that. You know what I mean? So, tell me about these Oxycontins. I get out, I end up hooking up with this chick, and she tells me that her grandma has a bunch of these Oxycontins. Because they're for the grandpa, but he can't stand them, they make him itch. So she's had all these Oxycontins, trying to still like worth 20 bucks a pill. She's like, I'll take $2, $3 for them, $5. Anyway, I got them from her, started doing them, selling them, ended up with a Oxycontin habit, obviously, after doing them for 3 or 4 months. We ended up breaking up, keep me to the curb, went bad, we can discuss that at another time. So now I'm driving around, dope sick for the first time for these Oxycontins. And when you're sick, it doesn't really just affect you physically. I mean, you start misfiring up in your brain too. You really start, you're not thinking right. I end up at a house with a bunch of people I don't even know how I got there. 3 dudes and 1 chick. All 3 of those dudes are trying to hit on this chick. I'm just way obvious about it too. And she wasn't going to get played to none of them. But she was just flirting with all of them. And it was a scene. I was saying like, how did I get in there? How the hell did I even get in this house? And who are these people? What's going on? Anyway, I ended up going to the bathroom to shoot up. And I left the spoon in there. And then I came out of the bathroom, went back in the garage where they were. Someone walked in and came out all mad. Hey, motherfucker, you left the spoon in there. And they flipped out on me. Those 3 dudes had me in the corner. They're getting ready to stomp me out. Plus, they had all that extra testosterone worked up because they had blue balls and shit. That chick been blue balling them all afternoon. They pushed up on me. They're going to do some serious damage. You know what I did? And this is the second time this worked for me. I'm in the corner of this garage, and I go like this with my hand down like I have a gun. Like I have a gun down, I'm getting ready to pull it and start shooting. I was like, guys better back up. And even the chick's like, he has a gun. I'm like, yeah, listen to her, fellas. She wouldn't lie to you. They're like, whoa. They backed up, and I kept my hand all the way in my pants. I got my car, drove off me, they threw something at me. I was like, shoo. Had I not done that, yeah, they would have stomped me out. They were pissed. And I had every right to. I left the spoon in the bathroom. I didn't even know these people. Still, to this day, don't even know how I ended up at that house. Driving around still. How sick from Oxycontin. Got him homeboy time bombs pad. What's up, homeboy? I know that he does black. So I get there and he's sick as well. His old lady had left him. He's in the apartment. He's got no furniture at all. None. So I end up moving in with him. Bringing furniture. I mean, he didn't lose the pad because me to start hustling up money. I was his roommate. Helped him save the pad. He didn't have to go back to mom and dad's. And also, he was already strung out. I was too because of oxys. So now we're living there. We're strung out. And the pad was just off the hook. Bunch of crazy stuff happened there. Trip on this. You cannot rob people in California prisons. You can't press up on them. Hey, break it off. Can't do it. However, I'm a Wasco reception. Me and one of the homeboys, they said this dude from Bakersfield, who we knew of, he always kicked in his bed in red. We never even talked to him. But he was saying that a baby is born sick, or they're deformed, or they're not all there mentally. If a baby is born, what's the word I'm looking for? If the baby is born with handicaps, they should just kill it. So save all the money for Social Security over the years, and it'd be better for the baby, better for the parents. Kill any handicapped baby. So we heard that and we're all, what the fuck? He's talking about killing handicapped kids. We went down there and we pushed up on him. He just went to the store for $90. His locker was fat. We started taking his shit. Like, hey, homeboy, you don't be talking shit like that. Kill handicapped kids. You know, don't ever say that again as we're like emptying his locker. We're not robbing him. We're playing it off like, you know, this is discipline. How dare you speak like that? You know, we help ourselves to your coffee and your peanut butter and took about $34 worth of shit. Robbed him basically. No one said nothing to us. Be that as it may. I'm in that apartment. Someone tells me, hey, I know this dude. He wants to pay somebody to beat somebody up, beat his neighbor up. I'm all right. Who is he? I tell him to come over. Now, I'm not in the business. I generally don't go around beating people up for money. But I mean, it sounds like a cool little lick. I could probably pimp this hustle out to somebody else. Maybe a little $40 off the top or something. He comes over and it's that dude that robbed, the one that said about the handicapped kid. In my apartment now. What's up, Splinter? I was like, oh, hey, what's up, dude? He's like, yeah, I want this fucking fool smashed. I'll pay whatever. I just want this dude smashed. I was like, well, what'd he do? He goes, this motherfucker, my neighbor, because he brought me over 3 or 4 shirts. He gave me the shirts, and they said bum on them. He goes, I want him smashed because I can't tolerate the disrespect. I was like, they said bum on him. I said, like it was a white t-shirt, and he took a Sharpie and just bum. He goes, no, it was like it came from the factory bum. I was like, well, what's your problem? That's a good brand. It might have been an expensive shirt. He's like, no, he's like calling me a bum. I talked him off the ledge. I had made him games. I rationalized with him. Showed him how foolish that was to even think like that. Like, dude, I dealt very seriously. I mean, why wouldn't he just say, fuck you, bum? Why would he give you this fucking expensive shirt? I mean, I go, no, dog, come off the ledge. You're tripping. Then I noticed I was wearing a Puma shirt. And I wonder if he was thinking, fuck, Splinter fucking got that Puma shirt on. I mean, he could probably run fast and you'll never hear him coming. Talked that fool off the ledge. He ended up being cool. He had a gang of money, but he lived like a poor person. How he got all his money, he gambled college football games, and he was never wrong. I was at his pad once, college games were on, he was walking out talking to himself, he was telling me who his picks were, every one of them were right. I mean, every single game he predicts was right. And he would get all kinds of money, fat wad of cash, but just live like a bum. So someone gave him a bum shirt, I guess, the shoe fit, and he was like, they disrespected me. So that was crazy. What a trip that fool would come over. And, what else, man? What else? Sometimes my notes get so jumbled up. We're sitting in the pad one time. 5 or 6 of us. My homeboy Adam Matt just got there. He'd done a 30-day dry out in Wasco reception. Got out, was supposed to just come over for a minute. A lot of people did that. Just come over for a minute and end up staying. So he stayed. He was there like 3, 4, 5 days a week. I don't know. So we'd been up all night partying. Been up all week partying. Adam Matt, Time Bomb, Tom, bunch of us. It was the apartment, since everyone knew how to tattoo, and they worked at tattoo shops, had legit tattoo guns. What would be the kitchen down that area was like a tattoo parlor. All of us are sitting around, and 5 or 6 of us, like I said, in the morning time, at 8 in the morning, and the door opens, my front door, and in walks these 3 parole officers. I'm absconding. A lot of people have warrants. There's drugs, there's stuff sitting out. They walk up, just walk right up to Adam. They say, stand up, Adam. He didn't have no shirt on. Handcuffed him, didn't even look at nobody else. I mean, I'm just like this, like, if I don't say nothing, maybe, I'll disappear. Like, I'm like clicking my heels together, like, go to Kansas! They grab Adam Matt, and you go outside, and we're all sitting there going, wow, that was freaking weird. But then it became an issue because he didn't have a t-shirt on. I felt bad. You don't want to go through and they take you down to the holding tanks, the county jail. You're going to be sitting there for freaking 15, 16 hours. It's cold as it is. Like, homeboy's got to have a t-shirt on. Cannot let him go out like that. Who's going to take him a t-shirt? No way. No one wanted to walk out. Can you imagine I walk out, hey, can I get my homeboy's t-shirt? Then maybe that gives them the right to be like, well, who are you? Oh, me? That's not my name. That's not my name. Like, I don't have a name. I'm scanning on parole. I'm going to go talk to a parole officer. Then they can start to question me. No one wanted to do it. We lived upstairs. Two-story, I think, was what happened. Someone just grabbed a t-shirt. They saw a parole officer's car down there. They were getting into it and just chucked the t-shirt and landed on the hood. There you go, Adam. One time, I'm hanging out at Adam at his mom's apartment. I hadn't seen him for a while. I bump into him. He's like, let's go over here. His mom was gone. His old lady. We gotta do some black. Overdose. He goes out. Quit breathing on the floor, turned blue. And he jumps up. He's like, help me, Splinter, help me, man. And it was cold outside. It was like in December. You know, sometimes you OD that fresh air and stuff can like wake you up and help you out. So he goes, go outside. So I'm walking around his apartment. And he's like, pray with me, pray. Praying, help. Jesus, please don't let Adam die. He was praying. I was praying. I don't care who you are. When you're dying, you're going to start praying to God, man. I've just seen it a million times. Works too. God could save your life. Worked on him because that fool went out, the flips are blue, and he just jumped up. Help me, Splinter. And went outside, like I said, walking around, praying. And yeah, he came back out of it. Last time I seen my brother, I was at his house. I hope I don't get distracted from my story. I was at my brother's pad. We'd been partying all night, whatever. I came back. I was there at the house by myself. He left, and he comes back with a couple other people. They're in the bed, they're fixing whatever. Hey, you want something? I go, no, I'm cool. Dude, he ends up going out. ODing. He's on the bathroom floor. They call his girlfriend. Hey, come over here. He OD'd. Instead of the girlfriend showing up, she calls the cops. My brother lived upstairs. You start seeing the flashlights and shit. I already know that call the cops if someone ODs. Now, that's important. Listen. If someone ODs and you call the cops to show up, they cannot question you for warrants. They're not going to harass you. They just want to save the person's life. They cannot look around. They cannot ask your ID. Nothing. They get called because someone ODs. They come just to address that issue. Then they'll leave. I knew that. So cops come up. I mean, I had no warrants. Anything. It was only a couple years ago. I'm clean. But my brother's got warrants. His buddies, they run to the bathroom. But anyway, before the cops even got there and that dude OD'd on the ground, I picked him up straight off of his feet. And I was like, in the name of Jesus, because he was dead too. Straight out, blue, would not breathe, and been a couple minutes. I was, in the name of Jesus, you're going to live, you're not going to die. I was picking him up on his feet, slamming him against the fridge, slamming him against this wall, slapping his face, picking him up, throwing him around, praying over him. And that's about the time the cops got there. And then he opened his eyes, came out of it, and the cops looked down at him like, have you done any drugs today? He's like, no, I haven't done nothing. I go, you lying motherfucker, you done heroin, you just overdosed. I saved your life. Motherfucker. So yeah, the cops left, and my brother and them were all in the bathroom or shit, and the cops were like, fuck, they knew they were back there, saw him run, but like I said, not going to address the issue. Okay, where the hell was I at? This chick. She shows up. She gets out of jail. She's going to come over for one day. Next time I hear her on the phone, I'm not like ear hustling or eavesdropping, but I mean, I can just tell that she's on her phone telling her mom, like, yeah, I went and checked in with my probation officer, I did this and that, and like think to myself, no, yeah, bitch, you've been gnawing out on my couch there since you got here. And next you know, it turns in like 2-3 weeks she's there. Just on my couch, she's loaded now, by now she's strung out. Then she comes and talks to me and says, hey, my mom's going to pay for me to get an apartment, move out, I need a roommate. But I already have this apartment with my 2 roommates. There's 3 of us here. If I left, that'd be dirty to them. That'd be leaving them hanging. I was like, no, I can't do that. So then all she did was go and ask the other dude, my other homeboy. And he said yes. And the apartment was in his name. So he wanted to move out. They were ex anyway. They were a couple anyway. Oh, I forgot to say something, damn it. I don't know if I should get to the story or... They were a couple anyway. Let me just pause right there because I got to back up. It's probably a bad idea. Let me just say this. That girlfriend that had the oxys, we fucking broke up and I was sick, couldn't get the oxys. I found out a couple years later, she tried to set me up to get me stomped out because her ex, she was trying to get back with her ex. He's like, I'll get back with you, set up Splinter. He wanted to get me. She goes, all right. So she called and told him I was outside. I'd go and sit in my truck at night and listen to music, smoke weed or whatever. So she called, all right, he's in his truck. So they crept, him and his homeboy. But just so happens, that's the only time I ever did this, I backed my truck up. And so now I'm facing my windshield. I can see everybody. There's no way they can creep on me. They didn't have the balls to give me heads up. Like, here we are, motherfucker. I mean, it's 2 of them and just me. But no, usually I just back up, dude, and my back would have been to them. And I don't know what they're going to do. They're planning. But she set me up. And then imagine that, dude. I went in, had no idea she called, and had no idea they came and saw me. Hey, honey, I love you. And smoke weed, kick back, and the whole time she set me up. Man, I wonder why a motherfucker has some trust issues. So, this girl told homeboy, yeah, I'm going to get a pad, so he moves out. He acts like we got evicted. He said, oh, we got evicted. But then I saw what the landlord put the note on the door saying that we didn't pay the rent. I was like, what? Got the paperwork from the landlord, homeboy. We got evicted for not paying the rent. So, they went and moved, got an apartment, but all that happened is, we all just ended up going over there. I ended up paying $500 for one dude, rent the room off him. But basically, I was always over at that chick's pad that she got, because her pad now was a new party hotspot. In fact, when I did that stabbing, and the cops came and busted me, that's where they got me at. And it's funny because that girl, when they arrested me in her house for the stabbing, and there was drugs and stuff in there, and I told the cops, like, all the drugs are mine. Everything, it all belongs to me. So I was down there, and she's like crying, wanted to talk to me. Oh, let me talk to him, let me talk to him. I thought she's like begging the cops. I cannot remember how exactly it went down, but I know she was wanting to talk to me. And I'm thinking she's going to say, I love you, Splinter, keep your heads up, it's all good. I need to talk to him, I need to talk to him. Like, fine, fucking talk to him. I came up, she comes up, everything in the house is yours, right? I was like, what? Yes, I already said that. Damn. I'm thinking you're fucking wanting to come over and tell me you fucking love me and you're going to miss me and keep my head up. It's all good, homeboy, but you come over here and be like, it's all yours? I already said that, stupid. So, yeah, he busted me there. We ended up hanging out over there all the time. I was going to say something else. But, I know I have other shit to say. Hold up. Now, I don't want to pause at 60 minutes. No way. Fuck no. Sometimes you pause it, it'll mess up. Now I'm at a weird moment because I want to keep going. But what can I say? I can just stare at you guys. Now you guys are starting to think, see, Splinter, this is why motherfuckers say you're weird. What are you doing? I'm talking. That's what I'm doing. So what else? Okay, let's just say this. Because we're at the end of the video. Just throw it out there. A lot of people said regarding my last video, stories written by a current prisoner, Splinter, man, good video, brother, but how dare you make a video on that channel and not even adjust Powder? What's up with Powder? Everyone wants to know about Powder. I agree. Powder tells a great story, and I give him mad props, because he knew he had that issue coming, he knew he was going to get hit, and he stayed. And man, the tendency is to want to leave. I mean, when you know they're going to try to murk you, kill you, to stick around, got big-ass balls. But let me just say this one thing since people have asked, and fucking, I'm going to comment on what he said. It's fair use. People always comment on what I say, and at which the speed I say it. Talking too fast, Splinter. So, Powder, I'll say this. His major problem, he said, when he was right there at Calipat level 4, the reason why he had a problem with the big homies, because he had the sack, and he didn't think it was right that he was giving it to the little homies, and then he was going to get them caught up, and Powder felt it was his obligation to tell the little homies, you're going to get in trouble. Don't you know you're going to get in trouble? You got this dope. So, whoa, wait a minute though. They're at Calipat level 4. You don't go to Calipat at level 4 or 270 for a first term. You go there after you went somewhere else, level 2, level 3, and you got in trouble and went there. No one goes there their first time. So there's no little homies that are there that are new, that don't know shit. I even go so far as to say everyone who's at Calipat level 4, 270 has been to the hole. They've been to the hole, they know what time it is. So I just not really seeing, I can't picture in my mind him walking up, being like, hey, to two grown men, hey you know you can get in trouble for that dope, right? You know you can get in trouble, and you know you can get him in trouble for that, don't you? I mean, you two grown men, I'm all up in the business now? No, that's like the first rule, don't get involved in other people's business. I just couldn't imagine. I would trip out if I was sitting there and someone came to me and said, hey, you're holding that guy's dope, don't you know you can get in trouble? Yeah, of course I know I'm getting in trouble. What, think I'm an idiot? They knew they're gonna get in trouble when they say, oh what? Not allowed to have this dope? Oh my gosh, dude. I'm not gonna hold it anymore. Like I totally thought that was cool. I wouldn't get in trouble. You mean I'll get a write-up? Oh my gosh, dude, no way I can't hold it. No. They're not dumb. They knew they'd get in trouble. They knew they would not get in trouble for holding that as dope. So the whole scenario about him getting mad at the big homie for abusing his power and making the youngsters hold his shit and possibly getting them in trouble and they didn't really know if they were going to get in trouble. Nah, I'm not buying it. That doesn't check out. They knew what they're doing, holding the dope. They knew they didn't get in trouble. You didn't need to come rescue them. They're grown men. They're Calipat. They're level 4. Pete's sake, you know what the fuck they're doing? No one likes to be told. I used to hate it when I was working at this drilling company. We drill the hole, and then you have to go down and measure it to see if the hole's deep enough. So I'd get there, and they'd be like, careful, careful for the hole. I know there's a fucking hole here. What do you mean? What? Oh, there's a hole? Oh, fuck, where'd that come from? Shit, thanks for telling me, dude. I might have fell in. No, I know there's a hole in. I hate people say, careful. You know, you're walking or something. Okay, careful. I know, I see it. So I'm just not really buying the whole, he was having the little homies hold the dope, and they could have gotten in trouble, and it wasn't right. So, hey, man, you can get in trouble. And they stopped holding the dope, and the dude got mad. Hey, why you getting in my business? That part's probably right. Why'd you get in my business? So, and then, to top it off, the big homie tried to give him like a little heads up, like, hey, you're moving a little bit too fast, you're doing a little bit too much. He should have just received that and been all right, and this has been about his business. But he said, well, I think you've had too much to drink. Yikes! wow, I just couldn't imagine telling a big homie who tells me, hey man, you're doing too much. And then I say, well, you've had too much to drink. That's crazy, man. Like I say, Powder's got some fucking balls on him, that's for sure. But hey, he feels he can say that, and he couldn't. And he stuck around, he took that issue. I got mad respect for him for that. So that's my opinion on it. Notice I saved it for all the way for the end of the video, because that way I know the only people who are kicking it this far into the video is the point of view crew. No, but the utmost some respect, you guys. Hit me up if you want stickers. Cut the string and let it fly. Peace.